Hi darlings, and welcome back to my makeup garden. It's Liz. So I have the Peach Perfect palette by Gourmande Girls. We're going to do a look with it today. So this palette is 15 pans of like greens and peaches and some neutrally leaning shades. There are 4 shimmers, which are very pretty in my experience so far. And there is 1 satin shade, which is here. So I was going to do a 3 looks video with this palette, and I will still probably do that. But what happened is the first 2 looks that I did with it, something happened when they transferred to iMovie, and like I saved them and they're corrupted. So I don't know how to fix that. So I'm just going to do a single look with it today. Now I did purchase this palette like full price, well, with a code. And I used Alicia Budget Beauty's code. I did ask Christina for one. So I do know how to have a, words are hard. I do now have a code with Gourmande Girls. It's code GARDEN. And it'll save you 10%, and the proceeds are going to go to Christina's animal rescue. Really? So, but yeah, so let's play. I want to play with the oranges today because I haven't played with those yet. I've played with like 7 out of 15 of these shades so far. But this is the one. I just want to put this all over my face. Well, I guess I could, right? There's no rules against that. I wonder how this would look as a blush. I'm real tempted. Real tempted. Actually, let's do that. Let me grab a blush brush. Preferably something that I have not used yet today. Oops. Okay. Is that weird? That's not weird. I think we should normalize playing with our eyeshadow as blush. That's just me. I'm going to use this as a blush. I want to see what it's going to look like. This is called the Peach Boys. So would it be fun to do kind of a blush drape look using this palette? So it's pretty pigmented. Let me tap this off on my hand. Let's see what this looks like as a blush. I do like to bring my blush up to my temple. Honestly, I was expecting it to be a little like overwhelming, but it's really not overwhelming as a blush. Ooh, okay. Love this journey for me. All right. Oh, God, I love a peachy blush. That worked surprisingly well. I think I would recommend using an angled brush. I like an angled brush, but the pans are big enough that it fits most of the way in there. Just look at where your shadow like actually is in there, but I don't think that's bad as a blush. I think that's actually pretty good as a blush. Oh, I'm pretty excited for that. I wonder how that satin shade, oh, I bet that would be a gorgeous highlighter. We're gonna have to try that. We'll do that next. Okay, so as a peachy kind of shade for a blush, I like this a lot. I wonder if I would be able to pan this shade using it as a blush. I can see it. I attempted to do fake freckles on top of my sporadic little freckles, but I don't have a freckle pen. So if you have a recommendation for a freckle pen, please let me know, because I don't own any, and I am tempted to pick one up just to do like from time to time, you know? Okay, I actually really like that as a blush. Feeling myself. I do want to use the satin shade here as a highlighter. I think it's going to work well for that. It's really kind of understated. It's like more of that naturally kind of highlighter glow. And that's what I want to use it for. But oh, look, that's so pretty as that. Oh, I like that a lot, actually. As time has gone on, I've really enjoyed using my eyeshadow palettes for more than just eyeshadow. There's a creator on Instagram. Her name is Basket Case Beauty. And she does that sometimes with like just random eyeshadows and blush drapes. And like just there's so many creators who are so creative. That sounds redundant, but they just get really creative with their usage. And I applaud them. Like I'm just like over here taking notes. Okay. Oh, that's really pretty as a highlighter. It is more subtle. But I actually like subtle from time to time. Well, for day to day, I prefer subtle. Okay. Oh, I like that as a highlighter too. See, it's not too much. You know, sometimes I love the sparkle, but sometimes the sparkle gets a little out of hand, you know? Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna grab this BK Beauty. This is a 211, and I kind of wanna just kind of go all orange today. So we're gonna go into this shade here. Now this is called Peach and Quiet. I've not used this shade yet, so I don't know how pigmented it is. I don't know what we're working with here. A little bit of kick up in the pan, not too bad. This brush, I was gonna say blush, but it's not. This brush is a little bit like, if you look, it's more texturized, so it does pick up. I would consider this more like a blending brush. Okay, so right away, it looks like it's got some pigment, not super opaque, but let's see how it builds up. Oh yeah, that builds up. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, that's a really pretty tone. I don't know if you noticed, but I just got my eyebrows threaded. We are looking somewhat manicured here, friends. And yes, I will be ignoring my brows today. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. All right. That is absolutely beautiful. I like this a lot so far. Okay, let's go ahead and let's build it up in the same place on the other eye. Okay, I like that a lot. We're gonna go into a fluffier brush here. This is a BK201. And I'm gonna go into probably Peach Perfect right here, which is kind of like a subtle matte peach shade. On my skin tone, it's pretty subtle. I'm just gonna use that to blend out this orange a little bit, just kind of soften it around the edges, because I don't want it to be like too harsh, but yes, yes. This shade is not super like the shade Peach Perfect. It's a lighter kind of shade, and it's not super opaque on me, but it's really good for blending, I have found. Now I have used I did use the Peach Boys in one of the looks that did not survive the footage disaster of 2024. But I did use this shade in that look. And yeah, I think it's a really nice blending shade for me. I would be curious what this looks like over a primer or over the concealer on my skin tone. So that might be something else that we have to do later. Maybe for something more subtle, like for day to day, you know, but just blending, 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 blending. Now, friends, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I am doing good. I have no complaints. Done. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit more of Peach and Quiet, which is that orange, just to kind of re-intensify this area, because I do want just that orange to really poke through. It might look intimidating in the pan, but that shade is actually really easy, both to blend out, and it's not like super overpowering. I kind of have like a peaches and cream vibe happening here. So that's cool. Honestly, I don't even really think it needed Peach Perfect to blend out. I think I just wanted to use it. So, all right, I do want to use a darker shade. Now, we are kind of limited in the dark shades that we have in this palette. This is very much like a mid-tone brown. I think on my skin tone, it's not going to show up as dark as I would like it to. So I'm kind of tempted to go into the shade here, which is called You're a Peach. And I kind of want to use that on my outer corner just to kind of deepen things up. So it is kind of like, see, here's the, I don't know if it's going to be deep enough though. Maybe we'll go into You Want a Peach of Me. The Britney Spears is not, the reference of You Want a Piece of Me is not lost on me. Right there. We're going to use that one. We're just going to use that. Should I use that before or after? I kind of want to use it after. I think it'd be more impactful if I put the shimmer down first and then we do that. So let's do that first. So I'm going to use the Specular Eye Base here. This one's by Divina Cosmetics. And I'm just going to put this all over my lids, and then we're going to figure out what color shimmer we want to go all over the lid. So I have really enjoyed this palette so far. I find that the shimmers wear beautifully on me. So of the looks that I've made, I would say pretty much all of them lasted 8+ hours. There was one I did that was just a single look using, what shade was it? I think it was, no, it wasn't that one. I want to say it was this one. That I had a little bit of creasing in the actual like fold of my eye. But really, I'm surprised. I didn't put a primer on that day either. So I'm really surprised that there's not more creasing with it. You know what I mean? Like I have like these folds in my eyes because I'm older and that's what happens. Okay, I'm gonna go to Pappa Don't Peach, the Madonna reference there. Look how pretty it is. This is like a multi-dimensional shade. It is, just look at it, okay? Honestly, do I need to put another shade to deepen the outer corner? I don't really think I do, honestly. Do I want to because I'm used to doing that? Yeah. But we don't have to. God, that's so pretty. I will say these are vibrant even without a primer, which I appreciate. But with a primer, ooh, sparkle to the gods, B. Sparkle to the gods. Look how pretty it is. It's like fire on the eyes. That's why I like it so much. It's because it's just like, I love a gold moment. I have been rocking like a lot of gold moments, basically, since the Hunger Games came out all those years ago. Actually, since before that, I couldn't get over Cinna's gold eyeliner after I read the books, and I started wearing that regularly. And then the movies came out, and I was on trend. Look at me. Okay. I'll just do, show my age a little bit. All right, that is very pretty on its own. I do feel like it could use a little bit of depth. Maybe we'll just add a little bit of I'm Peachless here to the outer corner, like over top of that shimmer, just in the very outer corner there. Just for a little bit of something, a little bit of shadowing. I wish this brown was just a little bit darker, only because my skin tone is very like light, medium, and I feel like I just need that extra little bit, just a little bit extra, but it's a multi-use brown, you can get away with a lot with this color, so just oh, my eyes look so brown in this. I feel like I've said that a lot lately. Okay, I have a little bit of fallout right there. I'm just going to try to brush that away. I don't know if it's going to work. I am really terrible at brushing away fallout. I don't know why I'm so bad at it. I don't know if I'm just heavy-handed or... Let's see. Yep, still there, but it's not bad. Okay, I think that added a little bit of dimension. What are we going to do on the lower lash line? That is the real question here. And also, this shade right here, this Pappa Don't Preach, I think if you diffuse it out, let's just look. If you diffuse it out, it would probably make for a really pretty highlighter too. Yeah, because it's got a little bit of sparkle to it. We'll just add that little bit of sparkle for just something a little bit more, I don't know. That's really, I like that a lot. Okay, let's do something on the lower lash line. I want the lower lash line to be subtle. I don't need it to be, it's the middle of the day. I don't need to raccoonize myself for the middle of the day. So, thinking, I need to grab the right brush. Let's do that. Pappa don't preach. I'm in trouble deep, Pappa don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I made up my mind. Okay, so for the lower lash line, do we want to stick with orange? Are we adding some subtle variety here? Part of me wants to just put this color all over the lower lash line, but I don't want to overpower the sparkle that's happening here. This is really hard for me to resist. It's really hard for me to resist this color too on the waterline. Oh, but that'd be really pretty. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna grab this shade here. Okay. I'm gonna grab this shade here that's called Peach Out, like peace out, you know, but like peach. I'm gonna place that on my waterline, and this is a smudge brush by BK Beauty. This is a 204. And we're just gonna sweep it up a little bit because I am so the drama. Does this look need lashes? Ooh. Always the perpetual argument, to lash or not to lash. Oop, too far. Okay. I did poke myself in the eye, but I'm good. Too much is my middle name. Actually, too much is not my middle name. I'm named after my grandmother's. Fun fact. Okay. Just do that. We'll sweep that out a little bit. Okay. Did I go too far? Always. Always, always, always. Did I succeed in raccooning myself during the day? Also, yes. But it's going to come together in the end. Fret not. Okay, so I'm just taking this. I'm basically making like a little eyeliner wing with it. Like not anything too sharp or severe, just a little bit of a sweep there. I am gonna take this right here, this Divina. This is a 104. And I'm just gonna come in. I think I'm gonna do in with this. Do I want to do this color a little bit or the cream color a little bit just to soften it? I think maybe the cream color. Peaches and cream. I need you because you know that I'm a fiend. Right here. We're just going to soften the edge of this just a little bit. Oh, it's real sparkly. Here's the deal though. I want to just keep adding shades. oh, I know what I'm going to do. Okay. I was debating how I wanted to tie it all together, but I think I know. I have decided because I am the decider. And some of you will get that reference. And you beautiful, beautiful young souls who don't. It was what a time to be alive. Okay, so we're going to go into, I think we're going to go here. We're going to go into Georgia Peach. We're just going to place that on the inner corner here. And just kind of tie it together. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I think that works. It's this shade, this is called Georgia Peach right here. This is more of a topper shade. The base on it is a little bit more transparent. So I've really enjoyed putting this like right in the center of the lid. For a little bit of like highlight in the eye, and then it makes a great inner corner shade because when at any angle the light hits it, it's just really like pretty. It's very much like a Caribbean blue or like a turquoise kind of a blue is like the vibe it gives. Okay. I like this a whole lot more than I thought I was going to after I put that green on. Okay. So let's go ahead and place a little bit of Peaches and Cream just on the, or let's do Peachy Keen, which is like that satin. We're going to do that on just the very lower inner corner here, just for a little bit of additional light right here. I was surprised at how well that shade actually wore. Because, you know, with satins and me, I'm like, you know, I don't use them that often. I don't really know like what the thing is. Now this is really subtle in this lighting, but when the sun hits it, you do get that little bit of luminosity. So it's not super strong. But okay, let's do liner and lashes and I will be right back. All right, so lashes are done. I ended up just using the Superior drugstore mascara, L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This is the waterproof one. So far, this has been my favorite. I love regular Lash Paradise, but It looks good, right? And then I did put some black eyeliner, the Urban Decay 24/7, on my tight line. So I think this came out beautifully. I really like how it came out. I am very happy with this palette. Now let's use, why don't we swatch the shimmers that we didn't use in the look? So we didn't, let's see, why don't we just swatch all of the sparkles? How about that? Let's start with the satin. So I'm just gonna swatch, should I swatch on the back of my hand? Yeah, let's swatch. The tricky bit is, okay. Let's just do that. We'll just swatch in the palm of my hand. Okay, so this one is, let's see, okay, so this is Georgia Peach. That's the one that we put on our inner corner here. This is Pappa Don't Peach. All right, I know. Oh, it's really pretty. It's super luminous, like unless you have like the light directly on it, you're not really seeing it, but it is really pretty. This is the satin shade, and this one, see how subtle it is? This one is called Peachy Keen. Okay. This one is called Fuzzball. So this is Fuzzball. It's that beautiful like foresty kind of green vibe. And then last but not least is You're a Peach. And I think this is the special shade that's in here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think really honestly Pappa Don't Preach is my favorite. But they're all really sparkly. They're all really pretty. But yeah, I think this is probably my favorite. Like, oof, I really like how this came out. Wasn't sure I was going to like the green on the bottom, but God, I'm weak for a green on the waterline. Anyway, so this is available now. I have enjoyed this so far. Gourmande Girls, most of the time their mattes have been really good for me. Every so often there'll be a shade that I find difficult, but the last couple of palettes they've come out with though, I've had no issues. So yeah, I like it. I'm into it. I love the color story. I love the color story so much. So Doodles by the Bunny and Gourmande Girls did this together, and man, it's just too good. I love the format too. Okay, anyway, darling, did you pick up this palette? Thank you. Like, tell me in the comments below. I do, like I said, I have a code GARDEN. I'll put that in the description box, and like I said, if there's any proceeds, it's going to go to the animal rescue, so I'm not collecting them. And yeah, I love your faces. I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.